This is MechaPaint. 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago, I asked this question because my models sucked. And I was convinced that there had to be a better way. And it turns out there is. And I'm going to prove it. So I have this formula, and it's explained here in this little side section here. But this is a tool right here called the Ideal Texels tool. And it's real easy to use. First, though, you got to have your master chef standing correctly. So you can do this for any model that you have for any game. And basically, this is going to tell you how close to ideal the textures are at the current size and UV map and everything else. So first we need to know the height of the character. In this case, little Johnny here is 2.184 meters tall, according to the lore. So we enter that and we hit continue. And now we want to move it so that the character is as close as we want the character to be and the textures still matter. This is not including MIP maps and other, sub-textures that come in or LODs or anything like that. We're talking about this texture here. Where do we want it to look good? And so this is about the closest that we're going to probably want it. Because you don't see this character very often, except in FPS games or when he's dying, right? Okay, so that's about the closest. And cutscenes. And now we're going to move back to where he's typical. And typical is how large the character is on screen most of the time during gameplay. And really, you only see him on the back of the Warthog sometimes, or in the back of a vehicle. So this is, when you're seeing the character at all, this is about how big he is. So yeah, okay, continue. All right, and this is going to give us some numbers. And the calculation will be in the side section here. And so all you have to do now is click the continue button, and it will paint the character. And the painting will tell you how close to ideal it is. And as you can see, they knocked it out of the freaking park on this one. And the funny thing is his feet. Every time that I run this, his feet always come out thin, but that's the only part that usually comes out thin. Sometimes parts of his helmet, but that's, blurry in the game. So it's just amazing how close to ideal they came up with for this. So what I did was I basically took the math that's publicly available for calculating this, and I made it into a tool. So you don't have to guess, and you don't have to do the math yourself. You just bring your model in here, click a few buttons, and you're done. Here, let me show you some other models real quick. This is Ellie from the third version of that game. Ellie here is a different shape and a different size, but I happen to know the size. He is this size. And there you go. Now, it's interesting that some parts of him are blue and that there are different densities here. But you can see parts of them that are not that important are the thinned out ones. And if we go over here to our meshes and our layers, and we turn off ideal texels, or if we fade them in and out, we can look at this. And you can see what parts of his hands it can be stretched out. Those are all black. And the same with his legs. Those are black and gray. The detail parts are the ones that have ideal or higher density. All right, so that's two of professionally made ones. But what about amateurs? What about me? This is a combination of a video game vehicle that I had and some stuff for a lunar thing and some stuff for just different projects. I kind of kit bashed this into this one vehicle, right? This right here is based on the Micronaut crane that I had as a kid. Anyway, so this guy here I do know some details about him. I don't know how tall it is, but I know that I can use the 1 meter scale and use this. The 1 meter scale works a little differently. The way this works is it says here, you drag the ends of the meter around, until it matches 1 meter on your model. Nothing else can tell us this. Okay, fine. So if I do that, if I put this right here, we'll go to front and orthographic mode. If I rescale this to 1 meter, I know the wheels are 1 meter. That should be perfect. And now I know that the closest that I wanted it was, so you could see into the cabin close up. That was the idea. So we're going to do continue. Gives me the numbers. And here we go. Okay, so this is interesting. Did not expect this. It looks like I got the wheels right, which is great, but they're black, so that doesn't really matter. The front thing here, that's good. It's funny that I've got dense pixels here, or dense texels here on the windows, which are transparent in the final thing. This is all chrome in the final model, so that doesn't need to be as dense. That's interesting. These are also, the blue vents are, the blue sections are actually textured. That's interesting that it's dense. But the red, oh, that's bad. That means it's really stretched out. So this is exactly the kind of thing that you learn, right? You run your model through this, and then you learn that you have some work ahead of you. Let me know what you think. And try it on your own model, and let me know how that goes. You can get your own version of this real easy. You just go to this website, which is called MechaPaint.com, and then you can go download, and you can get Mac or PC right now. And I know it says that there's a half-off thing until I figure out this PBR thing. That's looking like that might be today or tomorrow. So just to give you a little heads up on that, we're going to move to a different pricing model after I wrap up PBR. And of course, join the Discord server if you want to hang out with other people. There are like 3 people in it right now. So, you know, if you want to be the 4th person, that'd be okay. You can come talk. That'd be cool. All right. Thanks. Have a great day.